real good, ladies and gentlemen. You are back once again with a craft beer review from the Kissing Cousins. I'm Skinny Jeans.
I'm Tad the Tank.
Well, hit us up on our social media. Facebook Off the Tap, Instagram Off the Tap 2018, Twitter and Untapped or Off the Tap 2. And our email is offthetapgb2018@gmail.com.
And if you don't, we just don't like you. I mean, we love you guys.
Love you guys.
Becky Turner, we love you.
She hates you so much. It's great. So, what are we doing? Dragonmead. This is a brewery that's out of Warren, Michigan. This place opened up in 1998. And,
Good times back in the 90s.
yeah.
Bring me back.
Bring me back.
It's in my prime.
So, I mean, I don't know. This place, it's kind of confusing because some of the information that we did our research on, you know, didn't seem too current, but at the same time it did, if that makes sense. Like, there weren't any dates on some of the articles I read, but this place tries to keep anywhere between like 35 and 45 beers on tap.
Nice.
So they have plenty, and they pretty much are beer, meads, and wine. And we decided that, well, why not stumble across their Belgian Triple?
Yeah, we got it given to us.
At 10%.
By your mother.
Yep. Yeah, my mom.
Thank you.
Is there anything from Michigan that you want? I don't know. Surprise me.
Got a mead. It's a Belgian Triple, though. It's not a mead. This bad boy has characteristics of clove and banana because of the Belgian yeast.
Well, those all sound like great things.
And the... What was the other thing? Shoot. I'll let you continue with the brewery a little bit.
All right.
And then I'll figure it out.
So in 2015, this place surpassed their nano brewery status. So
I think it's like 500 to 1,000 barrels a year for nano.
Yep.
Or something like that. It's got to be, but I think it's anything less than 500 a year.
Okay.
Is considered nano.
They did say in the article that I read that last year they surpassed 2,400 barrels. What year that was, not sure, but it seemed like it was pretty current. So that's not like a ton of barrels per year.
Not really. Like that's kind of tiny.
But I'm
But
also...
the thing is, like, was that throughout the whole year? Was it, did they start at a certain point in the year and then, you know what I mean, like end?
That could be.
Like, are they going physical year? Like, that's throws the numbers off like crazy.
Right. But also,
Was this on Wikipedia?
No, this was not.
All right. All right, thank God.
In 2013, they installed a 20-barrel system. So you would think a 20-barrel system, if at
You're
least
going to be producing some produce.
a lot more than just the 2,400. So it might be an older article.
See, the thing is, though, is like, if they have 36 different beers on tap, they probably either they have a lot of guest taps or they're relying more on the like pilot series rather than the actual, you know what I mean, rather than the big system. So I feel like the big system is something you're going to mass produce if it's great.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see how the public acts, you're going to use your pilot series. That's the way it is. So like their numbers could just be all over the board just because of that. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
They might not do a ton of distribution either.
yeah.
So, but what we did find out about this one, which is Final Absolution, it's a Belgian-style triple ale. This is their flagship. So this is what they've made their money on. This is what they've made their name on. So, I mean, we've got the cream of the crop from this brewery right now.
Yeah, and it's a 10%er.
Yeah.
Normally they're 7.5 to 9.5. We just happen to hit
Yeah.
a 10.
They just knob off and beyond.
A 10. I give it a 10.
Give it a 10.
But yeah, there's Belgian sugar candy in this too.
Okay.
I feel like the Belgian sugar candy is going to be added just to get that higher ABV, honestly.
Well, right.
So, but you should smell a lot of banana, a lot of clove in this bad boy, which I'm getting
Definitely
banana.
get the banana.
Banana. Which I've brewed with Belgian yeast before, and it's potent. Like the banana comes over really, really potent in any beer.
Yeah.
That you use it with, yeah.
I love.
And like I've had banana bread beers that were brewed with Belgian.
Okay.
And, dude, they tasted good. But this is gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be too sweet for me.
See,
And we've been talking smack the whole time we've been getting ready for this review. I feel like it's gonna be sweeter and sweet.
It probably is. I love clove, so the fact that we don't smell a ton of clove, I'm kind of like, well, where's that going to come into play?
Hopefully taste.
I love those. What are those clove cigarettes that you can buy?
Cloves?
Yeah, but who makes it? Dejarum. Man, those are just, I mean, anytime, like, I used to just buy a pack for my birthday, and then we'd all go out, and we'd all smoke one of those.
Those are little, like, they're like Georgia Slims almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're Virginia Slims.
They're so good. They taste so good. So, I mean, there's nothing left to do unless you got a little bit more.
Let's see if this tastes like banana bread like it smells.
Alrighty.
Got me. Threw me off, dude. The way that smelled, I was thinking it was going to be super sweet. Like, there's maltiness, but it's actually very balanced for what it is. Like, I've had Belgian beers where they're just over malty, over sweet, and I get gut rot, like, 2 sips. Like, I can't do it. This is actually pretty balanced.
I had one of these months ago.
Right?
I was like, it's not my style. I don't know if my palate has turned a new leaf, but I would drink this again.
Like, that is not that bad. I was expecting the worst. Like, I was expecting super sweet and just give me gut rot. End our day right here.
That's really good.
That's good as balanced.
I mean, off camera.
Like they said in the beer advocates and all this other stuff that I was reading, this thing is trouble.
Yeah.
Because it'll sneak up on you. It's a 10% beer. It doesn't feel like that. It's not heavy like most 10% beers would be.
Well, it's definitely not boozy at all.
No. Yeah, and they say it's not boozy, so it's like crazy. It's like, this will sneak up on you.
I tell you what, this is a prime example of why you don't judge a book by its cover, based on style, based on any sort of profile when you're trying something. Because if you would have heard the conversations we had off camera, neither one of us were excited to try this.
No.
And honestly, this is good. I couldn't ask for a better outcome of like how it tastes.
Now, like it has that spicy notes like you would expect,
Which is from the clove for sure.
So what's Saaz hops, which pair with the Belgian yeast, and it gives it the spicy complex with the grain bill. So
I enjoyed this.
It's actually fairly good. Like
I
see why it's their #1 beer, and they're gonna mark the hell out of it. Like this, like sends you for a loop. Like if you've ever had a Belgian beer, this don't compare to all those. Like I've had numerous Belgian beers because I always want to try them. Like I'm always trying to force myself to try something different. And normally, if I can get into like German beers or Belgian beers or whatever type of beers that are basically imports, like I try them just because like I want to see what does the mother country have. Like what's really going on in the brew world, not the craft beer, like the actual brew world.
Right.
And normally I try these and it's just I don't know how they drink them. Like I know why they have no teeth. Because they drink such sweet beers. It's like they just rot your teeth.
Typically when I have something that's like a Belgian style beer, I'm like I put my tongue out of my mouth and I just
sips,
scrape it off and I'm like,
Couple sips and I leave it sit there. Oh, maybe it'll be better when it's warmer.
Yeah.
Then it's too warm, I can't drink it, I dump it.
So, drinkability, I mean, this is the first Belgian triple that we've had. So, I mean, I think that this has got to be in between intermediate and advanced.
Yeah, but what side of that line, though? You know, not right down the middle.
For the style of beer that it is, I feel like if you're trying to get into a Belgian style beer, I feel like this has got to be
and like Belgian triples.
Beginner.
From what I looked up on them, it says it's supposed to be spicy. It has those spicy notes. This isn't over spiced.
No.
You know, and like honestly, this style reminds me of like some of like I guess Oktoberfest that are produced in our area.
Oh, that's a good.
You know what I mean? Like that's really good comparison. Like the people that brew the Oktoberfest beers in our area, they're a little bit lighter body. They're over spiced like crazy. This isn't over spiced, but it's balanced. But still, the flavor profiles are along that line.
No,
I wouldn't say pumpkin. Like there's no way. Everybody ruins beer with pumpkin. I don't get it.
So drinkability, where would you put it? based on the style alone, if someone is
I'm gonna go more towards it. I'm gonna go this way: advanced to intermediate.
yeah. Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, just because in that order, just because it's a complex beer.
Entering the craft beer world, advanced to intermediate, right in that area. But if you're trying to get into a Belgian triple or you're trying to get into a Belgian beer, I think I'm going the exact opposite end because this is
I'd be
this isn't crazy.
intermediate but
yeah. All right, look at that, figuring shit out right here and off the tap. First time having this style together, so I thought that was a good review. Ladies and gentlemen, keep her tuned.